Hey, what's up? James Buckley here, coming to you live here from my home office. I am a creator of JamesABuckley.com. And I'm going to tell you guys something. When it comes to building a business from home, when it comes to entrepreneurism, it's really challenging because what happens within the entrepreneurial realm is this. You got so many programmings or so many behaviors that don't work in congruency to where you are, to where you want to go. And here's the key. I've got to discipline, do whatever it requires, and get to that place of building my business in reference to where I am, in reference to helping enough people to solve their problems, address their needs, to get the results they want. And that requires a whole lot of growth and discipline and personal development. And it requires also, I'm getting to it straight here, it requires also a reference for one to change, or the reference for one to discipline himself to make a change. Think about that. I'm talking about personal development here today. Every aspect of building you, or building a business, or building reference to online presence, it's going to take skills. It's going to take you disciplining you, learning, developing, and carrying out the plan on a day-to-day basis. And when we talk about change, change is not a easy thing because we are habitual creatures. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was kick bad habits to the curb. When we talk about kicking bad habits to the curb, now what we have to understand is memorization and memorized behaviors and patterns and mannerisms is a part of human nature. Humans are habitual creatures, and every day, on a day-to-day basis, you get to a place in your life where you've developed some memorized behaviors and things that's not so congruent to where you are now to where you want to go if you're looking to build a successful online business. So you got to take a moment to evaluate what type of vices that you have that's keeping you from getting where you want to get. And I'm telling you, when you start looking at the references to what you are doing and then the results that you're currently getting, you have to align yourself to position yourself to get the results that's required to get. And it's going to be about helping people solve problems and address needs. You got to evaluate what bad habits you are. If you're watching TV 7 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, whatever the time frame you are, watching TV, they call it the income reducer. The income reducer. If you're watching TV and you got a home-based business and you're not getting the amount of income producing activities done in your business, then guess what? You've got to find out a bad habit that you got to kick to the curb. Whatever it is that you're doing, you got to make a difference in learning what behaviors is not appropriate, and you got to at least find a few of them ones that's holding you back, and you got to kick those bad habits to the curb. That's where it's going to require maybe meditation, or it's going to require discipline to where if you know what you're doing in reference to the unconscious incompetent, whatever you're doing that you don't know you're doing, you got to discover what behaviors, what not serving you right now. And when you find out what's not serving you, you got to kick those bad habits to the curb. Whatever bad habit it is that you are allowing yourself to stay in alignment with, you got to kick bad habits to the curb. That's the first thing you got to learn to do within the reference of changing your life. And number two is get ahead by getting started. So many people are melancholy personalities. 15% of people that's melancholy personality. And a melancholy personality is analytical. And so sometimes they got to analyze and they'll procrastinate. And, the main thing is you get ahead by getting started. There's a Chinese proverb that says that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And the next best time is now. So in order to position yourself to make a change in your life, you can't procrastinate. You can't analyze everything and continue to analyze to where you just procrastinate and don't get things done. You got to get started. So if you're thinking about reference to getting a business started, if you think about it in reference of making a change in life, then that's the first thing you got to do is get started. You've got to make a difference by getting started. And what happens in that is you're only going to achieve your goal when you can automatically be ahead of the competition by learning what you need to do now. So if you don't get started, then you'll never know what it is required to you to start yourself a business or to make a change in life at all. You've got to get started. So that's number 2. Go ahead and get ahead by getting started. And most people take a lot of procrastination and they never get started. So don't analyze. Get with the proper authorities, or get with the proper leaders, get with the proper teachers or coaches or whatever is required to learn what you need to do to make a change in your life, whether it's income, whether it's business related, whatever it is, make sure you get started. That's the number 2 thing. Number 3 and the 5 changes will be, it's normal to be uncertain. You know, we being the creatures, habitual creatures that we are developed to be, it's called ambivalent. When you're ambivalent, that means you're curious, or that's uncertainty. And you know, that's all right. It's normal to be uncertain. But here's the key. You can be uncertain, but you got to know for sure that you really want to achieve your goal. So third thing is, it's normal to be uncertain, but don't stay in your uncertainty. Definitely make a difference by changing your uncertainty to a certainty that you know that you can do what you got to do. You got to make a difference if you continue through a transformational process. And you know, everybody's in a transformational process in life right now. Whatever you are right now, you're in a transformational era of your life. But during that transformational era, discover what it costs for you staying just where you are. Discover what will it cost for you staying the same. If you don't discover where you are of staying the same, then guess what? You'll stay uncertain. But if you discover what it's costing you to stay the same, then you'll definitely move out of your comfort and you'll get into a place to embrace change more readily. So uncertainty, it's normal to be uncertainty, but embrace uncertainty and move forward and go through a transformational period to where you're embracing change more readily. That's the key. That's key. Embrace change more readily. Stop being uncertain. And that's the third thing. The fourth thing is this. Make every minute count. You know, some people say you got to manage time. You can't manage time because 86,400 seconds a day. And you got to make sure that you're utilizing every minute and make it count. When it comes to producing activity or income producing activity, when it comes to you making a difference in your life, when it comes to daily plans of action, you've got to make a difference and make it every minute count. You got to cherish every single minute every day. You know, if you checking emails when you first wake up, or if you get on your cell phone and you're thumbing through your social media accounts and you've not yet done the income producing activities, there's time in plenty of time in relation to getting those things done. So the fourth thing is you got to make every minute count. That's why you need a plan of action. That's why you need a daily plan of action. If you're working in a corporate structure right now, it's going to be essential that you learn to align yourself up to make the minutes count when you're off from work, to align yourself to do what is required to make connections on social media, to make the income producing activities relevant on a day-to-day basis. So that's number 4. You have to make every minute count. And the fifth thing is this. Don't discount your own experience. Think about that. Don't discount your own experience. Rather than devaluing your own experience and overvaluing others, you've got to look at your unique gifted aspects that you have. Everybody got positive aspects within their own personality, with their own level of achievement. You've got aspects that I don't have. We all got positive aspects. So you got to not discount your own experience. You got to line yourself up to where you don't overvalue others and you don't undervalue you. And you align yourself to master the weaknesses that weaken you and align yourself to apply the daily principles of your positive aspects about you that makes it count, makes it work. Now, if you got areas that you can't do at this point and you've not yet tapped into, say, maybe the skill sets or the training or the very courses that it requires for you to learn to change your life, then definitely hire somebody to do it. Hire somebody to do it. You can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and you can get people to do things that you can't do on a relation to just putting in a keyword phrases of things that you're looking to get done for $5 a pop. This is part of you not discounting your own experience and aligning yourself to where you can achieve your greatest development and you can make the changes that's required for you to make to accomplish the mission that you're on. And I know you're on a mission. I'm on a mission. We're all on a mission to achieve and to develop greatness within an aspect of day-to-day goals that we're trying to achieve. But definitely, if it is to be, it's up to me. So these are 5 things that you definitely want to look at to make a difference in changing your life. And therefore, you make it a daily discipline to do these things continuously, persistently, and persistently. This is James Buckley. Again, come back and put a link in the comment section where you can grab a free email marketing blueprint or build your brand on Facebook, clickable giveaway. So definitely, James Buckley here, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you and love you. Take care. God bless. And remember, you always miss 100% of the chances you don't take. So take initiative, take action, and make the change it requires for you to get to the place of accomplishment in your life. James Buckley, guys, signing out. Take care and God bless.